Mm-hmm.
You look like one too.
Yeah, okay. You're a
Hey, what's going on out there? Welcome to the Everything and Nothing podcast studio. My dad Shannon's taking a break today. Passed it over to me. I'm Christopher Ambrosio, and we're going to be talking today. We're going to be bullshitting, getting to know each other, hanging out with everybody. So, welcome to the show. Hopefully you like it. If anybody's out there, let us know. Shoot me a text if you're watching. I'll say hi. Let us know if it sounds good. And I'll pass it on to my boy Anthony Callie over here.
How we doing? Anthony, in from LA, just like my two friends across the table. Director of Love and Love Not, along with, basically half the crew here is at this table. And I'll pass it to the other guy.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I am from New York, and I am a production assistant. Still new in the business, so we're learning. Yes, I love movies. And I'll pass it over to
Francesco.
I forgot his name.
How you doing?
How's everybody doing? Francesco D'Onofrio here. Happy to be in the building. Everything and Nothing podcast. Heard great things. So happy to be involved. And yeah, sitting at a table with just fucking bunch of great men. And here's the thing about these great men at this table. When you... Do you want
to like introduce the last person, or would be good to do start a soliloquy?
Let me finish my expose. I'm almost done.
Please.
This is a great table of people. Everybody who I know very much is going to be doing great things. So it's very great to have us all here, kind of at the start of all of our careers. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to pass it to the left. This guy's the guru of the table right here.
guru and nothing.
And one of my best friends.
Yeah, my best friend too. The guru of everything and nothing. What's it called? Vinny Fiorenza, from New York, live in LA, all over the place. You can find me. I'll be in New York for a little bit. Let's hang out.
Yeah, Vinny brought us all together.
Actually, yeah, I guess technically.
You did bring us all together. How we met was we have a mutual friend on Staten Island where we're from. Well, most of us are from, except for.
I'm from Rockland.
Mr. Callie's not from there. We have a mutual friend. Hit me up. He's like, "Yo, I know you're doing movie things. I got another friend doing movie things. He's gonna be in New York doing movie things. So I should connect you guys to do movie things together. Great." And we linked up, and I got to work on this feature with these guys, and I got to act in it, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun to act in it. And
you did good.
I showed up in the work clothes, switched mid work day into fucking the actor clothes.
Yeah.
And I got respect from the first AD on that. He's like, look, he came in his work clothes to work, and then he swapped out. Remember Pesci said that?
Pesci.
What is it?
Pesh.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. Sorry, Spencer.
That's how we all met. We all got together because
Talk about a jack
Vinny.
of all trades, though, bro. You show up in your fucking boots, you're setting thing up, you're making it happen, and then
Light and
like
sets.
you never knew.
Bada bing.
Light and set, saying lines, bro.
Yeah, like you
Light
were in the
and set,
makeup
same
trailer
line.
for 4 hours. You came out looking so handsome.
Wow. Yeah, the makeup.
Fucking
We were on the makeup trailer. We were on a roof in Bushwick. We were on a roof in Bushwick in 13-degree weather. And that girl was trying to beat my face. I'm like, it's glass, babe. It's not sticking. It's not sticking.
It was freezing, gorgeous sunset that night. I'll never forget. It was the last night of us shooting in New York. Actually,
remember the speech?
Jose
at the end? He said, "That's a rap." And then who gave a speech, bro?
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh, I
right?
did?
Yeah.
On the roof. I have a video
Me
of
too.
that.
I got it on my phone.
I have a video of that speech.
I didn't know that. I want a copy of that video.
I sent it to you.
It was a great speech.
Yeah, I think I was just like jerking everybody off from my memory.
Yeah, you're like,
That
I
was
gotta
great.
thank this person and not
No,
person.
but remember what happened at the end of the speech? It's like, and I have to thank Vinny Fiorenza, and then you came out and gave some words too.
No, yeah.
I have it on the video, bro.
Get out of here.
Yes.
No way.
I don't
So
remember
I gotta
it.
see that version.
After the thing's over, I'll show it to you.
All right.
I remember that was the end of the shot. You're on the roof. looking over.
Funny thing, right? Like, hey, this location was booked months in advance. Kidding.
I'm so stressed out just thinking about that.
We got that location the day prior. Thanks to these guys' fucking hard work and dedication.
God.
But funny enough, right? Like,
Yeah, that was
it was interiors that we were shooting on this day, and then you guys go there, you see this roof. Anthony Callie's fucking director brain just goes right into overgear, and he's like, "This is yeah." Like you put in a shot that
Overlooks the city.
and it was that shot is awesome.
It's awesome.
So good. It's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer.
Chris's fucking
My fat
voice
voice, right?
starts the trailer.
Yes,
You know?
The boys are back in town, man.
Boys are back in town.
Everyone thought that was me.
Really?
Yeah. People
That's
got
so
our voices
funny.
confused. We both sound like idiots.
Well, we have this. We're from around the block from each other.
Yeah,
So
both
that you
with
get
ridiculous
very confused.
accent, you
That's
know?
just great.
Everybody,
Oh my God!
what'd you just say?
Who the hell
I said what
cares?
you thought I said. But I have a question.
Yeah.
So what was on the cover was also that day too, right? Or am I thinking of something different when they're walking past the train? Wasn't that
was
day
not
too?
The train. No, that shot was in Manhattan.
No.
There's a
Walking
variation
past
of
the train was that same day. That was the New Year's
when they're
apartment,
Under the train,
and we
under-
shot that from the balcony of the apartment, facing down. We did
Oh,
the
you're talking
pan
about that
down.
scene? Yeah, that scene was shot the same day.
Yeah, but there's a variation of the cover when there's like the bridge, or am I thinking of the trailer? There's like
Well,
a
no,
bridge
bridge or
and then-
train, 'cause you
the
said train.
the train. My bad.
The train shot
thinking of
was
the
that
overpass
night.
that night. Yeah.
All that last night, and that was a
We
thing
were on
in
the
itself.
phone, yeah.
Because we did that at the end of the night, I think, and we thought the train stopped because at some point the train stopped coming out of that station, and then all of a sudden there's your trains coming. Everyone gets on the phones. They're like, "Get downstairs!" Boom! We're like running, and then
See-
they're setting up cameras super quick up top.
Same thing
and
we
it was
did
just
with the
nuts.
day at the airport, the first day. We thought it was going to be crazy, but we caught that plane flying like the first try. He was like,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
it, got it, done.
That's right. The very last shot of the movie. Taylor wasn't even our magnificent director of photography, Taylor Tomlinson. She wasn't even ready upstairs yet. Everybody was like, "Oh, the plane's right there, plane's right there." So she just
Like,
went into drive.
a plane.
Yeah,
crazy, bro. And you got that shit.
yeah. I was lucky because I was afraid we were gonna have to be up there for like 30 minutes, an hour, just waiting.
No, that's
Kind of like in Jaws when like Spielberg would have to wait for like no ships in the background.
And the plane shot is the closing.
That's
shot
the last shot
whole
of the
film.
movie, yeah.
It's like on the airplane and then plane shot.
Plane shot.
Yeah, actually,
Why they're on a plane, I guess you'll have to check
The
out.
last person you see in the film is kind of my widow's peak, so that's a fun. That's a
You
fun
are
movie.
in that last scene of it.
You know what else is in that movie? My nipples. How great do my nipples look at? I'm turning around. I'm like, Bo, that's 5 inches off my chest. As I'm turning around, I'm like this on the side, and the camera picks up here, and it's like,
That's great.
boom, like Tim.
It was
Tim
it
Curry
was
in,
the dead of winter. It happens.
and the
It's fun.
house when I'm doing my 10, 9, and I turn around to stand next to the
You're wearing a
kid from
sweater,
Texas. I
bro.
forgot his real life name, and I'm just like, bro,
Garrett.
the nipples.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it tonight and look at your nipples.
Look at
'cause
my
I'm gonna be
nipples, bro.
honest.
I look like Tim Curry in
didn't
fucking Scary Movie 2 when she lays him down and takes him down. He's just like 2 pointer fingers, bro, out of his fucking chest. I was like, damn, bro. I gotta get credits just for that. Chris's nipples. Like, come on, bro.
They got enough screen time and enough.
Bro,
You know.
I was mortified. I was like, fuck me, dude. This came out good though. That was fun. That
How
was
was it? How was it seeing yourself on camera during the film? Was it your
So-
first time acting on in a feature film?
No, but you want to hear something mad funny that I never told any? I'll tell the story right now on the
Oh my
podcast.
God.
Perfect
Here we
time.
go.
Vin, we got a movie that we're gonna rent this
Right?
very next time we're sitting down
you
looking
guys
for a
have to
film.
promise you can't watch
And
it.
if you have questions or comments,
Oh, no.
please let us know. Right now. And if you don't, your mother's a whore.
I thought we said we weren't gonna bring up mothers, and here we are.
Here we are.
Wanna talk
Couple
about
minutes in.
mamas?
Hey, this is the line. This is the line.
Talk
I just stepped over it.
Mothers.
How do I? Can you pass this to my dad and see if he can make it go live on my phone so I can see
Of
it?
course.
And
What's it called? Tell your story.
yeah, so I'll start the story. So right before I met you guys, I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna start acting. I think I'm funny. I think I have the look. I think I have some charisma to act. So I started looking at backstage and all these different places. And I was
Yeah.
like, and
You
so
were
I
on
found-
Backpage.
Oh, not Backpage.
Backpage.
Backstage.
Backpage. What'd you say?
I said. I think I
Backpage
said
is no
Backpage,
longer running.
but I meant backstage. I meant
Oh,
backstage.
backstage. That's a way less good of a program.
Way less good of a program.
I am
But,
so tuned out of this now.
So I got going on the backstage, and I found this guy. He was like modern day remake of Robin Hood, but it's a comedy, and it takes place. It's
Oh shit! You did tell me about this.
bro. I told you about this.
Yeah.
So
think I might have heard about it.
And wait, it's like accessible.
yeah, you can't never watch it though.
All right, we won't give the name.
But if you want to
Yeah.
watch it, maybe you should also share this video and share that we're
Maybe I'll
doing this
send it
right
to you
now.
if you give
Chris,
it a
you
share.
did tell me about this. And we
Bro.
had an in-depth conversation about it.
Bad.
I
So
can't
anyway,
wait. I can't.
I'm the lead
gotta
of this
see it.
feature film. I'm the lead. I have 40
Whoa.
pages, and I'm there for 2 weeks filming. But it was like in the prime when I was like, I'm going to be a model and an actor. So I'm getting like, I did a thing for Seafood Media, and I have like I have like a room where I can like brush my teeth and things, and then I go to this shoot, and it's like a college kid with like a DSLR, and he like, and the script was funny, but I didn't realize that in the script he actually meant animals. He had real life people dressed up in like a pig suit and like a bear costume.
Oh my god, that's rough.
And it was Robin Hood, but like I played Robin Hood, and what I was doing, I wasn't robbing money. I was robbing like souls of people that were stole from the main villain was like stealing people's souls, so I steal the locket back that has the souls
You're stealing
in
my
it.
soul right now.
You know what I mean?
Are you stealing it to give the souls back?
Stealing it to give the souls back.
I like
but
it.
they find me.
I like
so
it.
what I do is it's a mystical world. So I go to a wizard
sound
to
too
get my
intriguing.
I get my body changed into something else so I can't get caught.
I'm renting this film tonight.
No, and the wizard
Night.
has to inseminate the serum inside of me.
For the people who are watching, not me.
I
What
thought
does
he had-
inseminate mean? Not for me.
Yeah, I thought he had like inject
the-
it and me. So there's a scene where this wizard is raping my character, fully clothed. But I was like, after I was done, I was like, what is this movie? So I went,
Spiritual rape.
it's just not a good. So after I did that, I was like, I don't want to act. I'm traumatized, bro. This is terrible. I couldn't brush my teeth. I couldn't wash my face. Nothing. I had to like change like in like a locker room, like tight. It was just a bad experience. And then I did this, and it was great. So that's the contrast. I got like a small role in this one, and I was like, this is what acting should be. I'm mingling with people. I'm vibing with people. But that first experience of acting was not that great.
When
that
was
sounds shit.
What year?
That was 2020, so right before I met you guys on.
Because
During
we were
COVID.
December.
During COVID, he was shooting this. He rented like his friend had a band space, and we were using where they would practice. So it was a very small room. The room was like this table could fit in there perfectly.
In the whole room.
The whole room.
It
This
would
fit in
fit
there
the whole
perfectly.
room.
So what he would do is sort of what
It's
you
a big
did
table.
in the newer scene. He was shooting corners of the room, so it felt bigger.
Right,
In the
yeah.
cut. So when you watch it, it feels like you're in like an apartment, but it's a room. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm uncomfortable now.
Yeah, very uncomfortable. Fuck you guys.
I
You know,
need to
you made me
watch
tell
this
this story.
movie.
I'll give you the name. It's called Fairy Tale. You can't find it anyway. You have to know the kid to get it.
What do you mean? I know you. You're the kid. Where's the movie?
Where's the movie?
I want a hard copy before
You
I
can
leave
watch
here
it
in
on.
the
You can
studio.
watch it on YouTube.
I wanted a
You can watch
hard
it on
copy
YouTube.
signed by you.
Oh God, the kid was a really nice kid. His name was Booker, and he did everything: audio, edit, color, DSLR shooting. So it was really funny to watch him shoot because he shot via an edit list that he had.
Oh.
So he was like, this cut is gonna be this cut. So before this is this. So I have to shoot that. He shot in like a very odd order. It wasn't per scene. It was per shot. So we were bouncing back and forth from different scenes to get certain shots that were gonna cut into each other.
He kind of
It's
knew
weird.
how he was going to edit it
He knew
prior,
how he was gonna
and then
piece it
he did
together.
it after. Okay.
Yeah. Very
Interesting.
cool kid. He'll never see this, but hi.
He might. He's probably maybe
He's probably
Booker.
crying right now.
Are you
I'm
in?
sorry, Booker.
Booker might be in the live.
Save
Booker.
Well, you just cut to him right now.
I'll
It's
be
just a
watching your
single
film
tear.
tonight, and you know, I want to see this fucking. Look at this studly guy. I would love to see you fucking act in the feature film. It'd be amazing.
Yo, my outfit was pretty cool. I got to wear a herringbone driver hat, the golf hat. I was
There
wearing
you
like a
go.
metallic button-up shirt and really big bell-bottom pants with rider boots.
If you want to hear about more riding boots, maybe you should like this video.
Yeah, maybe you should
Hit
like
that
it.
thumbs up,
Hit
baby.
that thumbs up.
But yeah, that was my acting. Then I got to
Pour
do
me a
this
drink.
acting experience, and it was really good. Your
was fun.
character didn't like my character in the show that much.
It's not that he didn't. He didn't not like it. Like he did. He was just. I think in the moment of what was going on in that scene, right? He was just overwhelmed and frustrated and like insecure because of who was present, and then the dynamic going on between like, you know, who he cares about, and then this other guy being there, and you were just like an extra that my character couldn't even deal with, then because I'm dealing with this guy, and
Also,
I'm
I would
trying
say
to
douchebag thing,
yeah, I'm
too.
trying to like keep him occupied so he doesn't talk to this girl that I really like, and like, you know, it was mainly about keeping them two separate, and you talking in. I was like, I can't even deal with this person being here right now because I have these other things that I have to, you know, my
Yeah,
other
maybe I should try
character
that.
had to manage there.
Maybe I
But
should
let's
try brain
talk.
surgery.
Let's ask the.
Well, friend, I actually got a question for you because obviously
Sure.
I'd like to think that you didn't have the same experience that our dear host had in shooting your first feature film.
No, I didn't.
It was worse.
Far worse. That sounds like a dream job. Send me Booker's number. That's
Oh, you got big tonight, bro.
sounds like a dream
Happy
job.
for Booker.
No, I loved it. I loved every part of it. It was honestly incredible to be able to shoot in LA and New York, and
Big
and
shot.
just it was awesome. It was so awesome. You know?
Yeah, I got a question for you. I don't think we've talked about this yet. If we had, I forgot because it wasn't important to me the first time. But
change.
things change. But did you have a different preparation method for what you did in LA and in New York? Because just so everybody knows first before you answer, we shot for 11 days in LA before a little bit of a hiatus, and we all then trekked over to New York and started again for a straight another 11 days. So
Right.
you had a little bit of time in between. Was there a difference in your preparation style?
Overall, like if you big blanketed, I would say not really in terms of how I approached my preparation. Difference was kind of pace, and it was like in LA we had, all right, these scenes, these pages coming up this weekend. I had all week to prepare. I'd posted it out. I had the whole script, and I would kind of put posters at the top and be like, all right, I would date them. I'd be like, Friday, this date, these scenes, and boom, boom. I had those posters. Then I'd do
Right.
Saturday, and then I had Sunday, and I knew what I needed to prepare for that weekend, and I would do it week by week because I had that time.
Yeah.
New York, I printed a totally separate script because the script is written chronologically. I was able to print just the scenes that took place in New York.
Right, right.
And then I was able to, obviously it wasn't chronological the way we shot them, but I was able to have just that small segmented with 50 or 55 pages of the whole 120.
Yeah.
And I would have that separately segmented, and I would do it. I posted the whole script going into it, so I had everything going out, and I kind of like lined it to where I was like, all right, day one, day two, day boom, and then like now I did more preparation in terms of the totality of it prior.
Right.
Prior to going there, I prepared for all the scenes. I knew all the lines before we arrived in New York.
Nice.
And then once we were there, it was like we shoot day one. Obviously, I prepped for that before, and then like I get home that night, I'd go over the scenes for the next day
For day
a bunch
two.
of times.
Okay.
Wake up a little earlier before I started getting ready, go through all those scenes again, and then I took it day by day.
Nice.
In the LA prep, I would more so go over all that weekends type of shooting one part at a time during the week, and I had so much more time. But
That's
either
true.
way, it was like I made sure I just had it all kind of locked down. The way I prepare is I go over so many choices. I like
Right.
to, like, you do rehearsals, and that's great, working with the other actors and doing that. But I rehearse with myself, sometimes, like, a lot of times in my head, but also out loud. I'll, like, try a bunch of different ways that I want to say certain things and different feelings I want to bring to certain lines. And I kind of go over all the options I feel make sense, all the choices I think make sense for that, situation.
Absolutely.
And then on set, I just go with what feels right. I feel like I've tried almost everything that makes sense for me, and then I let the situation in person, take the ride for me.
That's good. It really shows too, because it was easy. It was easy working with you.
How do you memorize lines, bro?
For me, it's not too tough. I always had a very good kind of memory. Even in high school, I did theater, so you had to memorize everything. You had to know all of it.
You're also a Rubik's Cube expert.
I do know how to do the Rubik's Cube.
Wow, but you're
I do
a smart kid. But I mean, like, what's the method, bro? What's the method? How do you get that in your head?
Tell him.
Repetition, number one.
Yes.
There's nothing to beat that. Like it's repetition. You go over it, you say it, you keep saying it. It helps, honestly, to have, like, you say it
cues?
yourself. It's nice to have someone to read back with you. Like, once I think I know my lines, then I'd like to have someone to read the other parts, just so I know the cues kind of for the other lines.
Yeah.
But then at some point you want it to be so natural that, like, you're not thinking about line cues and whatever, because that becomes kind of mechanical.
Yes.
You want it to be natural, and you want to just understand the flow of the scene enough to have it just be natural, a natural back and forth between you and the other character. It doesn't. You don't want it to feel like it's line memorization, because then you sound robotic, and I never want it to be robotic. Yeah. And that's why, like, I do like rehearsal, but I don't like over rehearsal. Like, I like to rehearse to just get in the room with the other actress and whatever. Like, for me, I think hanging out with the other person in the scene in a very just natural way, and like totally at random, is as effective a way of rehearsal as running lines. Because if you run lines too much, I feel like you beat them to death, and like the repetition coming on set is different than like you hammering it out so much in prior that it's like it's a robot. You're robotic. You know exactly what you're going to do every time. I like it to be more natural and leave kind of room for exploration and kind of, just spontaneity, just like keeping it fresh.
So when I was doing that movie I just told you about,
Yeah.
so the second block, so there was a week of shooting, and then there was another week of shooting, and after the first week I hated it. So the second week I didn't even read the sides I was given. I just came to set and was just like saying it, like reading it, and then just going in and like reading and dropping it and acting it out.
Oh,
and
Jesus
it
Christ.
worked for
That's
me
tough.
just as good as the fucking first week. Like the second week of it, to me,
Yeah.
it's not a good performance or a good movie, but it was. For me, it was just easier that way because didn't have any memorization. I was just basically just like reciting something I just read, so it was like really fucking fresh.
That had to be tough for you too, because you don't want it to feel like a chore, right? Like
No, it was.
acting
That's
like
why I
it's-
realized when I realized I was like, I'm gonna stick to writing. I don't like the acting thing. It's fun in theory,
But right, so like
and it'll be
then-
fun as a cameo, like in my own shit. Like when I did
Yeah.
the Degenerates, that was fucking fun for me. When I was just like screaming at the kid, I was just myself. That was really fun.
And then even just you acting on Love and Love Not, like when we and like how you probably enjoyed that far
Like,
more because it's a
I
different.
knew you guys. I became friends with you guys. Like these kids,
Yeah.
I was just showing up and just like, bro, I'm not getting paid for this. This fucking blows. This is shitty. Like when I was with you guys, I was like in the car with Vinny every morning, picking me up to go to set. So we were like
Come in
bullshitting.
with your oatmeal.
I was eating oatmeals and shit. Yeah, that's when I was bodybuilding. I was eating sandwiches all day and oatmeals and shakes.
Fat bastard.
I was getting big though, bro. But then I became friends with him, and we just all like it was like a good dynamic. And I knew that there was something was gonna come from this project.
Right.
Obviously, even if nothing comes from it in the grand scheme, we all became friends, and that's something. So I knew
It's a
something
learning
was gonna come
experience.
from it. You know what I mean? So it was more work,
Absolutely.
and it was just more fun and fluid.
Well, listen, you just kind of had that feeling, right, from just being around everyone, whatever. And look now, like it's been a while since we shot the last frame of the
2
movie.
years, right?
And everybody's
Oh my God.
look, everybody's in touch. We're sitting in a room together 2 years later. You and Vin are obviously in talks about next projects
Like
and
every
this and
day.
that. Same thing
Yeah.
with Anthony, Vinny, this, that, all of us. And that's that's how
Something
you
came
knew
from it,
that. Yeah, you knew that then, like, because you feel that. That's
That's
not something you could fake.
And I
you
don't
know.
want to compare myself to Jack Nicholson, bro. But when I watched the
You should.
documentary on The Shining, he did the same thing, but for a very different reason. He was like, I'm done reading the sides they give me because every day they're changing it. So I just read it the day I'm given it, and then I just go act it. So I was like, maybe I'm not crazy. I'll never act again. But like, I was like, maybe I'm not that crazy, bro. What do you
Yo,
think?
Chris.
Well,
I am Jack,
Jack
just
Nicholson
admit
has
it.
had so much more fucking experience at the point he joined The Shining than with your little
What do you mean,
fairy
bro?
tale
My-
snuff
He's
film.
allowed to do that.
My first time I
Yeah.
acted, you mean I'm not as good as Jack Nicholson? How fucking dare you, bro? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like
Oh,
when you reach that One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, Last
Chinatown's a good
Detail,
movie.
Chinatown's a
fucking
Five Easy Pieces.
Five Easy Pieces level, and in Easy Rider, and then you show up on a Kubrick set and
gotta
do that.
watch
God
Easy
bless,
Rider.
God fucking bless, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not comparing myself. I did have the same idea. Bro.
you just did. And I would like for
All
the
I'm
record.
saying is, if I was alive in the 70s, bro, I could have did The Shining. It's all I'm fucking
Oh, it's 80, not 70.
Whatever. All right, I love movies. I love movies. All right, let's hear from you, bro. What's your experience been so far since you've been in the business?
Well, so far,
He's fresh
I'm,
up,
I'm
fresh
very
up.
fresh in the business. I'm only about 4 months in the business, but so far it's been a good time. So I'm pretty grateful that I've had, I've met some really cool people. I've been on a couple projects. They're small projects and not big projects, but
Tell us about the project. Tell us about your experience on them.
my first project was a feature. It was a good time. I was only on for 2 weeks, but in my 2 weeks, I probably learned everything I needed to know. To move
That's
on.
You jumped right in.
I jumped
You
right in. My
in.
first project was a
life.
feature, and I jumped right in. So I learned everything I needed to know. The AD was great to me, and ever since then, I've been on a couple TV shows, true crime stuff. Been a great time, and I'm keep going. I'm keep learning.
Because you guys worked, on a movie,
Yeah.
You know.
worked on many shows.
So I still got a lot of experiencing to do, but it's been a great time.
You're gonna learn more.
Someone,
I bet I am. I have a
we
lot
got
to
we got
learn,
a
you know?
comment from
I
Jose.
really I've been locking up and stuff. I'm
we
not
have a
really.
comment.
We got a comment from
Hold on a second. Let's hear from Jose.
Who?
Jose
Jose?
Felix said, "Tell Francesco
Know more about Harry Potter than him.
I know more."
Whoa.
That's what Jose Felix said?
Yeah,
Get him on the
bro.
phone.
Jose,
Get Jose on the
Jose.
phone. I'm not even kidding. Tell
text
Jose
me right
to text
now,
his
bro.
number.
Text me right now.
All right, Jose. I hope you're watching right now.
Yo, Hagrid is the shit.
gonna go at it right
R.I.P.
now.
the kid, bro.
I'm
Text
just
me that
doing
box
this in
right
case
there.
Listen,
there's
we're gonna do 3 questions on live. Fastest to answer wins. You get obviously best out of 3 wins.
Yo, but we're Never mind.
That's
We're
it.
delayed, so it's like you're gonna get it first.
No. We're gonna do it on the phone.
Oh, I see.
What's
gonna
the
be
first
live.
question you want to ask, bro? You should say it.
What
I'll
is?
write it.
I can't answer the questions I'm
Yeah, you gotta
supposed
ask
to
the
answer.
question.
How's he gonna answer?
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question right now. What's Hagrid's actor's real name?
Robbie Coltrane.
Awesome.
Get Jose on the phone.
I don't know
Would
who
you just
Jose is.
Get Jose on. It's Robbie Coltrane, and he just passed away. Honestly.
We're gonna get him to make more suggestions.
Yeah, that's right.
Jose.
Make more suggestions, Jose.
All right, so wait, let's talk a little bit about
Keep
Harry
in the
Potter.
chat,
I love
Jose,
Harry
keep it
Potter.
up.
You know what's funny about
You
Harry
love it, for
Potter?
real?
All right, so
Oh, he's a dweeb with Harry Potter.
I am.
It's great.
So for me, right, Harry Potter, I kind of owe like I think my passion for film comes from Harry Potter, but more so than my passion for film, my passion for the translation between storytelling to film, how like novels turn into films and like words on the page become, pictures on the screen like that. I think Harry Potter is what I owe my passion for that too. When
You
I
read
was
the
a kid.
books?
All
If
the
you have
books.
any questions and more comments,
books.
please notify. Don't let it just be Jose, unless you want
He
Jose
said,
to cuff
tell
you.
him it's Chapo, Chapo from Nobu. He said, tell him it's Chapo from Nobu.
Oh, that's Chapo.
Chapo, you're a fucker, Chapo.
Chapo's on the line. Fucking
How you
love
doing, Chapo?
Chapo.
Thanks for tuning in.
I love you, kid. I miss you.
Chapito.
Write us some more stuff if
I
you
miss
want.
you. I hope you're doing well. Kid's in nursing school. He's going for medical
Oh,
profession.
good for you,
I
bro.
wish
Hey,
you
good
the
for you,
best.
bro.
Keep at it. Don't
Yeah,
give up.
Hell yeah.
Please share the video if
Yeah.
You
know.
can.
Spread the love.
Like
Share
and share,
everything
please.
and
Love
nothing.
that kid.
hardware. Share the hardware.
We hope you subscribe.
That's a good kid right
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
That's a
Subscribe.
good. That's a good kid. I miss that kid.
And, that's
Yeah,
great.
no, he left to pursue other passions.
Good
Love
for
that.
you, bro.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to get out of that place.
Yeah, we should. No, we should. No, I can't say that. One. Sick bass. My first thought was.
Careful,
like-
you saying it. This is live.
Yeah,
Yeah. Please be careful.
There's no editing room. So,
Oh, something like
just
that.
to circle back and end this in a quicker fashion, I used to read. I watched 1 and 2, the first 2 movies, right? And I just love.
Cool story, man.
I fell in love with it.
Cool story.
Then
Tell it
I
again.
started reading the books.
Guy's a
Right?
sicko.
Before the 3rd movie came out, I had already read the book. I read 4, I read 5. Like I was already now very heavily like invested in reading the books.
Yeah.
When like the 3rd movie's coming out, I was so like I can't even tell you how excited I would get. Like I would be at the dinner table with my family. If the Prisoner of Azkaban trailer came on and I was at the dinner table, I would run to the TV and fucking and like.
That's how you know
watch
it's
the trailer.
special. That's how you
I
know
was
it's a special
so-
moment.
I was
But wait,
so
let's talk
excited.
about how you said
All
the
the time.
translation between fucking the book
Well, yeah, that
to
was
the
it.
movie. Because I
So-
got one
There
too.
he is.
So that-
There he
Yes,
is.
there he is, Big
Mr.
Pop.
Chef.
Yo, wait, pass me
Chef
that.
Shannon, cooking and eating.
Yeah, there he
It's
is.
strictly,
nothing.
strictly
Ain't
water.
Water, baby.
Strictly
He brought the
water.
pythons
It
out.
just happens to be from Flint. That's all.
Yo, Flint, Michigan, bro. I got a funny fucking story about Flint, Michigan water.
Let's tell it. Let's go.
I can't on the podcast.
Yeah.
You can tell it. You can tell it.
After
No,
I
you know what? I tell you what. If you like and subscribe and give Chris your number, he'll tell it.
No, I can't. I really can't. Let's say my little sister's wild. Like, yeah, just off a bit. I have to do things over, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to know what you
Well, you
did
know what?
in
Like
that water.
everybody has that moment, Fran, where it's like something like just it's like boom from that moment on. Like it's
Right.
like that's what I want to do. So
Well,
it's
I
really
was
special.
just like that was like I was a child and those were coming out like I was super young still, like I was 10, 12, whatever I was, and I was religiously, I used to reread the
It just
books.
do something to you. It just does something to you, man.
reread the books,
Yeah.
and I used to get so excited about the movies because the thing about those movies, and when it comes to like novel to film adaptations, a lot of times the movies don't do the books justice.
Yeah.
Right, and of course, after being heavily invested in the novels, there's information that gets left out. There's just not enough time.
Yeah.
There just isn't to tell all the backstory and all this extra information.
They did a really
But
good job, though.
really
bro,
good.
I was so moved by the story because it is very deep and like and obviously it's fantasy and fiction, but it's so like deep and moving and
How
and
deep is it? Like
it really is
like
too deep.
8 inches.
or is it like really deep inside you?
It's too deep
Like-
for it's too deep for a 10-year-old to handle. But
Gotcha.
I bared it.
But so the reason why I asked you that is that I have anybody read the Forrest Gump book?
No.
No, there's a Forrest Gump book.
Yes, that came out way before the movie. I read it.
I
It's
didn't know
fucking
that.
great.
Yeah.
Bro, it's great. I'll just not recite because I don't remember it. But there's one part in the book where when he bangs Jenny in the book.
Nice.
But
Round
so
of applause for
the
Forrest.
and he also
In
and
Flint, Michigan. This was your story.
Just so you know, he goes to the moon in the book. he does a lot of crazy shit in the book that obviously it wasn't the way the movie was supposed to go, but there's a part in the book where he's like, when they fuck, he's like, and I fucked her on the floor, and I fucked her on the stairs, and I fucked her on the kitchen sink, and I fucked her upside down.
Like the shrimp.
Well,
What?
Yeah, but
What?
that too. But that's like
in the keeps naming different.
but yeah,
Oh,
but
with-
in the book,
Oh, with
he
the
does,
shrimp dick.
Yeah,
That's what he meant.
No, but in the book, they do that a lot. Where
That's
the
what he
shrimp
meant.
thing translated to the movie, but in the book, he did that about a lot. He's like, when I was on the moon, I saw aliens and I saw craters and I saw. But so when he's fucking the girl, he's like, I fucked her on the sink, I fucked her on the stairs, and he goes elaborately, I fucked her upside down, and it's really fucking funny, bro.
Is that his voice in your head?
In my
when you were
head, yeah,
reading
because I
it?
watched
Yeah.
the movie before I read the book, because the book I like was like
Jenny.
you know.
Always
But
been
yeah,
first, but
they
obviously
didn't
now with Forrest
translate
Gump,
that.
I
They
didn't
didn't
even know
fucking
there was a
translate
book.
that. But yeah, it's a funny book.
Yeah.
Goes to the moon. He goes to the moon with the ape. It's great. It's really funny. But yeah, that was my translation of movies, books that became movies.
No, it's you know,
Movie inspirations.
movie
Yeah,
inspirations.
there you go. Movie inspiration.
They're always gonna leave something out from book to movie, but like they just did so well, and I was so just like invested in characters. Like it was beautiful, the whole thing. I don't know. I love it.
Speaking of that, the movie inspirations. What are some of the movies that inspired you to make the film that you just made?
Love and Love Not.
Yeah.
Well, Love and Love Not, which, by the way, is available on Amazon and Vudu.
plug, bitch.
Hurry up.
Hop on there, go watch
it.
that.
If you don't watch it, you're scum. No, just
Scum.
Yeah, it's a must.
Bottom of
It's
the
a
barrel.
must. It's a must. What inspired me? What were the movies that inspired me to make Love and Love Not?
Annie Hall.
I forgot. It's been so long.
Annie
I don't
Hall.
know yeah, thank you, Fran.
What did you say?
Annie Hall, Manhattan,
what a movie.
La Dolce Vita, and Eva Deloni, which are both Fellini films.
Eight and a
So
half.
maybe you should watch
Not 8 and a
movies
half.
that are old, Chris.
I
But yeah, no, I think those were the nice, those were the visual and story representations that
Nice.
really moved me. For anybody that is out there and doesn't know any of those titles and is interested in film, please go watch them. Please go watch them. You're definitely
Especially
going to get
Annie
something
Hall.
out of it.
Yeah, those are good. The Federico Fellini films, you know.
Those were the first time you saw them, right?
Yeah,
when we,
yeah, you showed me a lot
right?
of them.
Yeah.
In pre-production, Callie had like a list of films he wanted me to see, and I was very happy. I was like, yes. I was like, come over, let's just
great.
fucking watch movies. Anything you think that would help me, my character. Let's do it. Let's meet up. Let's watch them.
I think the most fun I think we had watching was Eva Deloni, because I feel like that's a gem that like that's not usually in people's like top 10 or top 20 when they talk about Fellini, but it's Fellini's coming of age story and growing up in Rimini, which I visited for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Just
baby.
How was that? How was that?
just plugging my
How was
Italy
your trip in Italy?
Oh
Has
my
that,
God.
Wait, better question. Has that inspired you in your future endeavors of being a filmmaker? Has that inspired you in any way?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Traveling the world, I should say.
That's an amazing question, because as soon as I make my money, then I'm going to Italy and I'm just having a house there.
You know who did that? I fucking don't want to say it in front of this kid Anthony right now, but Quentin Tarantino said the same thing after he
He's
sold his
fucking
first
he's a
script.
god.
He was like, I can just do whatever I want now. I can have unlimited fun. And he just like traveled the world, and that's how he started writing Pulp Fiction.
Oh, shit.
Because he was in other countries. He noticed these little different things about other countries compared to America.
The way they live.
Same thing.
I mean, has everyone been out of the country? Have you guys been to
No,
Europe?
bro, I haven't been out of the country. I don't have a
Not-
fucking
not yet.
passport,
I haven't
bro.
been fortunate enough to go out
Not
of
yet.
there.
Loser.
Vinny?
Vin, you've been in
I've been out of the country, not to Europe.
Okay, so there's just you and me then at this table.
Italy. It's a different. It's
He's
a
been out of the
different
country
world.
too, many times.
It's such a different world. They just live differently.
They live-
Is it really
look
as
better.
romantic as
Yeah,
it seems?
they do.
Because they don't have all the processed
know?
bullshit that we
No.
have.
Beyond
Right.
that, yeah, obviously the food, yeah.
I swear to God, and I said this to everybody before, now you get to hear it, our lovely listeners. I ate more there, and I did eat pizza every day. Every single fucking day. I at least had one
We can
pizza. But my point being, I lost weight there, even though I ate more, because it isn't processed food, or there is
real ingredients.
It's real
Yeah.
ingredients.
How
'Cause
long you
got-
been back? Because you put it back
must
on.
have been amazing.
Put it right back on. Right back
I'm
on.
kidding.
No, he's not. Everybody, he's not kidding. He's going to keep bullying me as soon as this is over. It's a cycle of abuse in here. But no, it's been like 2 weeks since I've been back, so it's just the same amount of time,
enough.
actually.
That's
enough.
enough time for
Enough to
sure.
put it back on.
There's a saying I always heard that very much resonated, especially I've been to Europe blessingly like a good amount of times, and Europeans work just to live. Americans, we live to work. You know what I mean? So they live their lives in a different way, where like they work just enough to like be able to do what they got to do, enjoy the time out with their friends and whatever. And like, it's honestly, the lifestyle there is crazy.
And they have like trains that go to other
Some of them are
countries.
just
They do have trains. They're not just barefoot walking.
No,
There's
that's not what I
fucking
mean.
trains there.
That's not what I mean. Like, I mean, if you're in New York City, you could take a train from fucking uptown to downtown. But I mean, in like Copenhagen, you could take a train to Germany.
Yeah, there are inter-country trains.
We have to like plan a whole
trains.
fucking thing. Like, I have a friend, like I had a pen pal, sort of. We were Instagram buddies, and she would like, "Oh, today I'm going to Germany." You know, and I'm like, "What? What do you mean? You just go
Today I go to Germany.
Yeah, what do you mean you just go?
Tomorrow, Switzerland.
Yeah, what do you mean you just go into fucking Germany? Like, they just get up and go to other countries via a train system.
And beyond that, it's fucking cheap to travel between countries. I got on a boat. I did a semester at college in Rome, Italy, so I was there for 4 months, and like we would get on like a
major.
He just tried to subtle flex on us.
That was such a
get on like a bus.
Yeah, my parents love me. That's what he just said. That's what he just said.
Rome, Italy to Switzerland was like $100 bus trip. And
You know what $100 gets you, bro?
Nothing.
It gets you from 14th Street to 119th Street.
Nah, it's an Uber from Manhattan to Staten
Yeah,
Island
what do you-
after
nah, it's more
a
than $100,
gross night
bro.
that you wish you weren't even out at. Like,
yeah.
it was like, I wish I stayed home tonight, and you spend $100 just on the Uber to get home. Because you don't
and
want
you
to
spend
spend
$400 on
drink.
3 of these is $100 out of the mall.
Gross,
Bro,
gross. Yeah, so it's just fucking. It's cheaper, and honestly, so they don't need as much to live because they could, you know, like my mother comes from a small town in Italy, Mola di Bari.
Mola di Bari.
Yeah, I'm Molese Napolitan. So she comes from Mola di Bari, small town. Any night of the week.
What is that?
What the fuck is that? What is that, bro? Mola di Bari?
Mola di Bari, exactly. It's
That's
fucking
a steak dish, bro.
I'll tell you what, this town is so quaint, little, and like beautiful, and like you go out like if it's a Wednesday in February on a nothing type of day, it is a piazza in the middle of town. Piazza's like the town square. Every town has them. Middle of the town. I'm sure all of them have a fountain. This one's got a fountain. It's nice, but like this town, like no one's ever heard of Mola di Bari. Nobody. No, fucking nobody, right? And you go to this town square, and like on Tuesday, it's so alive, and everyone's out. It's 10 p.m. Everyone's hanging out, and you get poop over here. You get fucking gelato. There's no open container laws. Everyone's walking around with a beer, but like they don't drink and get drunk like in Europe.
Celebration.
They drink so casually, you know, and it's because like
you.
Yo, Francesco is European.
Precisely.
He's a European man.
I'm first generation. My father was born in Italy.
Crazy.
That's what's up.
My father came off the boat.
Francesco.
You know,
Off the
off
fucking
the
boat.
boat, like it's a saying.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Like
it's
my
real,
father
real.
actually came to America on a boat.
Bro, and he's doing
when he
better
was
than
8
some
years
Americans,
old.
bro. I can
Well,
guarantee.
that's it. Bro, they came here.
That mentality, bro.
They-
that hard working mentality.
You know how
right?
hard it was to come to this country. Like you had to have a relative
What's
here
your dad's
already.
name? What's your dad's name?
Giovanni.
Okay.
Oh.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Sexy.
is it Tony?
No.
To New York.
Giovanni.
Every boat was to
Imagine
New
it was
York.
just John.
That's funny.
My dad's
John.
name is Craig.
So like Giovanni is John, like Francesco is Frank. It's like the American translation. But like my father, came here at 8. They had to have relatives here already. It took them like years to come. And his father ran like a bocce court under the train
Oh, I
tracks
love
in Brooklyn for so long. Bocce's fucking awesome.
Mad fun, bro.
Bocce's
They
awesome.
got them out
You know how
there.
many
They
people
love
don't
that
know
shit.
what bocce is?
Bro, bocce's
the
mad
best.
fun, bro.
We used to play it in the backyard at like family gatherings, like on the grass, and we play bocce.
Oh.
Bocce's awesome.
Oh,
awesome
sick,
sport.
bro. When you get a kisser,
never
it's like
played
an
bocce.
event.
Yeah, you're supposed to play on sand.
Godfather, didn't they?
Huh?
They played bocce ball in Godfather.
Did they?
In the Godfather movie?
I think so.
Those biting
Oh, maybe.
motherfuckers.
In
Maybe
the
that's-
second one,
Maybe they did.
I don't remember. Was it one?
I don't think it's the first one.
I don't think it's in the first one.
But I know it's in one.
I think it's in the second one, unless it's in the third one, which is just.
Yeah.
That movie's not even like a
Yeah,
movie,
you don't
bro.
even need to watch
But my
that one.
grandfather.
All right, you know what? When you
Come on
compare
with the
Godfather
Mafia.
1 to Godfather 2, I get it. Godfather 3 isn't in the stratosphere of excellence. No, but like by
Here we
itself,
go,
it's a
here
good
we go.
movie.
Oh,
yeah,
it
they
does.
say
It
it
is a
wasn't,
good
but-
movie.
I guess so.
Like
but,
there
I
is so
mean,
much more thought in that than almost any blockbuster you would see today.
You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
I never seen Godfather 3.
You know what's mad funny is
know.
I
When
said
you
that
sit and
statement.
cry
So
on the
nice.
stairs.
I know.
You know what's funny is I said the statement that it's not a
know.
good movie, but I never seen it either. So I shouldn't even have said
So
that.
you were just talking out of your ass.
My whole life is me talking out of my ass.
You fucking hypocrite. I love it.
It's not gonna stop either.
It's never gonna stop, especially now the business that we're in, bro. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah,
gonna get
worse.
worse.
Way
I
worse.
get excited when I lie to people, bro. I get excited.
I wish you guys could see his dad's face right now.
Yeah.
Bro, when somebody asks me something, I'm like, yeah, and I don't know anything about it, bro. Ooh, riveting. It's riveting, bro.
Precisely.
That's riveting. That's the word for that, bro.
No, yo, you gotta fake it till you make it. You gotta fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
you
take
know?
it one step further, bro.
Yeah, but
I plead the fifth.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Sometimes, right, when you know somebody
Sometimes you
really,
gotta make it, then you fake
when
it.
somebody really knows what the fuck they're talking about,
It's
they're like,
crazy.
have you ever seen the? You're like, to be honest, I haven't.
That's
but,
these two kids to me. That's why I
no,
think that's
but you
funny
got,
that
but,
both Anthony.
but you,
I still have so
you
much
gotta-
more to.
it's
like,
about-
you know
my
a lot.
film knowledge is nothing compared.
it's
to
about
that.
reading the person, though. If you know the person's gonna like call you out on it, you're like, you know what, I haven't, but I've heard amazing things. I bet I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
yeah.
I go,
So they-
what? I go, what's
So they
what's
tell
the
you
most?
more about it,
What
yeah.
moves you the most about it? What's the best part about it?
Yeah.
Why should I see it? I've been meaning to, and now like I'm going to. Like what, you know?
Yeah,
like,
That is so genuine of you.
because you can't.
Right.
Like, that's-
Listen,
LA
Part
really works well on you.
part of being a bullshitter, you got to know who you can and cannot bullshit. You got to
Exactly.
fucking
Of
know,
course.
because sometimes you say, yeah, oh yeah, I had. What was the most? And like some people are gonna fucking call you out
Call you
immediately.
out on it, bro.
You got to know when to be like.
But no,
you
there's
know
an
what?
art of bullshitting.
I haven't. I heard of it. I hear it's incredible. One of my best friend, most film guy I know, he can't talk enough about it. What's your favorite part about the movie? I can't wait to see it.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to counter that. I will lie, and if somebody says if I've seen a movie, and if I have seen it, I'll say no, so the conversation stops.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, be like, no, I never have, but I don't want it spoiled.
But that's just
And
because
then
you
go
don't.
back to work.
Wait. Can we set up a scenario right now? Wait, are we allowed to say you work at Netflix or whatever you work at?
You just said it. You
Yeah.
just said it.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
you can say that.
let's
That's
leave
so
it at that.
broad.
Let's
Are
leave
we
it at
allowed-
that.
are we allowed to say?
Nah,
okay,
nothing else
let's
about
just-
it.
Let's
Let's say
just say
nothing else
that you,
about it.
That's so
anyone
broad.
works in an office environment for the entertainment business.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
people come up to you all day and they're like, "I just watched this new movie that came out"? Is that how that scenario plays out? Where you're
Not
like,
in,
no.
not in LA. I get dumb questions in New York all the time.
What's the dumb question?
I don't want to answer. Well, it's just like,
No, you
not?
have to say
Dumb.
at least one.
No,
dumb
it doesn't have to
question.
be at work. It could be a person at a bar.
no, yeah, no, like people here, like I mean, naturally, if you're in it, you understand how it works and how how it goes. But like, I've gotten dumb questions where like a show that's been canceled 5 years, they say, "Oh, do you work on insert name a show?" And they say, "I've seen the whole series 3 times." Like that's pretty dumb if you think about
How
it.
could
You know what I
you
mean?
be working
How could I be
on-
working on a show that ended 5 years ago that you've seen 3 times? You know what I mean? But they don't
Yeah.
think like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
okay.
and it makes you sad, but inside you just, like
It makes
outside
you
you just go,
sad.
no, I haven't worked on it, and then they just talk about
You
that
have to play
show.
dumb to the dumb.
Yeah, exactly. It really hurts. It hurts a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, see, I
That
haven't.
one cell's working very hard. That one
The
brain.
one. See, I haven't
One
gotten
brain
that
cell.
much. I work on rather big shows, but they're like, I don't know. You have to like really just like watch anything to watch the shows I work on. I'm like, how is this show big?
I auditioned
You know?
for a big part on the show you worked on.
Yeah, that's right. We could talk. I
What
don't give a
show?
fuck.
What
Let's
show?
talk about it, bro.
Apple TV show.
It's actually coming out. They announced it so we can
coming
talk
out
about
soon.
it. So we can talk about it.
Yeah, the main character. He was a big. We could
Billy
be
Crudup.
vague. We could be
What-
vague.
no, I'm gonna say
or we could,
Billy
or we
Crudup.
could say the name.
What
Billy
TV
Crudup.
show?
Billy
is it?
Crudup.
Yeah, so I auditioned to play Billy Crudup's son, and I felt fucking great.
You know what's
about
funny
this
is you told me about that
audition.
on
Felt so
set, and I
good.
was sending you photos
Felt
of the
so
kid who got the role. I was like,
fucking
"Wait,
good.
this kid?"
Yeah.
I was like zooming in on him, and I was like, "This the kid? I'll break his neck right now. I'll set up an extension cord by his feet. Test me. I'll kill him on set right now, bro." I was sending him pictures. I was like, "Wait, this kid rink right on the back of his head while he's
He
acting."
was too. It was literally like saw pictures like he's
I'm like, "Is
this
that the kid?"
day.
I'm like, "This the kid?" And you know what's funny is this kid. I won't say his name because he's not echelon like Billy Crudup.
Yeah.
But I made friends with a kid who played a really. He's gonna break out after. Like, you just know when you watch him. Like, that's the kid. That's gonna be the next kid right there.
Yeah, he was good.
And his name is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes. I worked with
Don't
Robert
get
De
me
Niro.
started.
I think
I
this
love
guy,
Leo.
Robert De Niro's got something. I think he's going to be really good soon. But I worked with this kid. He played a really small role. No, not a really small. He played like a medium-sized role.
Right.
And he did a really good job, and I stayed friends with him. And the show's coming out, and I was watching something else with him in it, and fucking, I was like, yo, I just saw you in the Umbrella Academy, and he was like,
Umbrella Academy is big.
He goes, do you like the show? I'm like, doesn't matter if I like it. It's on its 4th season. It doesn't matter if I like it at this point. But that show that's coming out on the Apple TV thing.
Yeah.
It's called Hello Tomorrow with an apostrophe, comma after hello.
The concept is interesting.
It's a really interesting concept.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Because it's the first season's coming out. You had never been out.
Billy Crudup just won an Emmy for Apple TV, and then they gave him his own show.
Bro, that guy's
fucking immediately. And then I was auditioning to play his son. I was like so amped, and I was like, bro, I nailed this audition. I'm like, there's no way.
I'm sure you did.
I don't get this
so
audition.
funny?
That's usually how it goes when you think,
I was like,
when
there's
you
no
think you nailed
fucking
it
way
like
I
that,
don't
and
got
then you
this.
just...
It's impossible. They'd have to be idiots.
Idiots have to hide this kid. But wait, we could say this. So we could speak in vague terms now.
Yeah.
So I was on
Do your
set.
best, Chris.
I was
Do
on
your
set.
best.
But you know what the thing is that like, what is it? What's really gonna happen if I like talk about their show?
Let's try it.
Nothing.
Yeah,
But
who cares?
You know what I mean?
It
Like,
doesn't matter.
let's
bro.
see. Fire me as an electrician. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, whoa, no. But it just
I was looking on another one.
But like, so we could speak in vague terms about. We could speak in vague terms about this one. So I was doing a show recently, and I was talking to the fucking producer of it, and I was like, "What made you hire this person or whatever?" And they were like, "Oh, they have a great following on social media."
I know, bro. It sucks. That is the way it goes.
And that kid that you're talking about,
Yeah.
he has a decent following on social media.
I know.
Not saying that that's what sold him,
I know.
but you know he has whatever.
Here's the thing, though. I won't pay for followers, cause like I get like I post something like I have almost like about 1,700 followers on social media. Right? Sometimes I'll post something like it's funny how the analytics work. Cause if I post something that's like more significant, right?
Instagram algorithms all fucked up.
I'll get over 700 views on the story. That's half the people that follow me. That's a lot. Like people who have 100K who fucking paid for them, I guarantee you they don't get fucking 700 over 700 views on a story. Like they don't. I'm getting
No,
like
it's impossible.
over 700 views on a story. I had that happen just like a week ago for someone I posted. Like that's a lot. Half the people I that follow me
Maybe
watch
you
it.
posted good
And-
content.
Can't complain.
But,
Bro.
no, but
honestly,
funny enough, it is.
it
If
is
I post a
content.
picture of a fucking tree, if it's the most beautiful tree in America, don't matter. It's not. It's gonna get whatever 400. You know.
Maybe
If I
you should
post something
post more dick
significant-
pics.
Oh, what?
Dick pics.
Oh, you should.
You're not supposed to let the secrets out.
His
Now they
best friends
know
list is
we
just
got
dick pics.
700.
I owe you one.
You know? Now they know we got 700. It's supposed to be fucking, into.
Fran, now on OnlyFans. Right after the show.
Yo, this
Holy shit!
Subscribe to his page.
I have the link tree posted on my page.
Oh, it's a
No, it is,
determining
and-
factor at
and-
this point.
But
bro.
it's annoying that
Especially if you're an
it's
actor.
transitioned to that, right? And that social media following is important because, like, then other things
Like,
get,
why was
like,
Bad Bunny in Bullet Train?
Buddy
Was
Very-
he?
all
I
right.
don't-
So
I
listen,
didn't even-
Bad Bunny wasn't bad in Bullet Train. Did
He
you watch
wasn't,
Bullet
but
Train?
why is he in Bullet Train?
For
He's never
ex-
acted before.
Because Bad Bunny's selling out stadiums
The
across
biggest
the fucking
singer in the
world.
world. That's why
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
in Bullet Train.
Bro,
For
making
sure.
if you look at what Bad Bunny made this year, he had to make probably fucking 40
No, he was
million
stupid
on
money.
concerts
Stupid
alone.
money.
he was
Yeah.
Killing
named.
it,
No, he
killing
was
it.
named
People
the
love
artist
him.
of the year
Yeah.
this year.
He's the biggest
He
artist.
killed it, bro.
Biggest
And you
artist.
got white girls that
Go
have
insane.
no business listening to Spanish music that are like, Titi ma procanto. They fucking go
Yeah,
wild.
novia.
Yeah, they're going
Mucha
wild,
novia.
bro. I know girls that their dad's last name is O'Brien and they're singing in Spanish. It shouldn't happen, but it's because he's the biggest artist in the world right now, bro.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
why he was in Bullet. He
But
had a
listen,
good role,
that's,
though.
that's always to be expected from the business, right? But when it comes to like, all right, someone like me, right? Like you're trying to get into these roles that don't require a big name and this and that, and it's like, all right, this guy's got 50,000 followers, even if he fucking buys them, right? And no one pays attention to his shit because they're all fake.
Well,
it's
that's a
annoying
couple
that
$1,000 the production company doesn't have to spend.
But here's the, like casting directors, right? Like they're not going in and fucking looking, even if he's probably like hiding how many likes he gets on a thing, and like they go in, they look, and from the outside, all right, it looks great, but like it's fucking fake. And to pick that over someone they maybe like a little bit better because he's got more of a following and it's
More
going to be
exposure.
better for our free advertising, better for us, like that sucks. It sucks that because essentially, right, like we're all at this table, like We love movies.
Why? Because we love making movies.
Exactly. And why do we do this?
This kid loves movies.
We all do this, right, to ourselves. Essentially, we're partial masochists, like, to do this to ourselves. Like there's so many easier,
You said that before. Yeah.
There's so many easier businesses to get into, right, where it's so much easier to be successful. Like, we're choosing a very hard path, and the reason is we fucking love movies,
man.
We love
Fucking
movies
love
to
it.
death. It's like our fucking favorite thing in the world.
And there's always like a movie that made you love movies, right?
Yep.
What's yours, Aunt?
I guess.
my God.
I mean, I guess it's like.
All right, start the
Say
clock over.
res-
Let's
say
get another
reservoir
hour,
dogs.
and
Yeah, I
then
mean, I guess-
go.
I guess originally it's like The Godfather, because when I first started watching movies, I watched the first 3 Godfathers in order, and I was just hooked from there. But then I started watching Quentin's movies.
Those
and,
are
like,
fantastic.
you know-
Quentin's
You know
one of
him
my
like
favorites.
that?
What?
You know him like that?
Who?
Your boy.
Quentin.
Quinn's got the best feet
Yeah,
shots.
Quentin's my homie.
Quentin's one of my favorites. He
He's
might be
really
above,
so good.
crazy enough to say, he might be above Scorsese for me, just because.
That's a bold statement.
I
my
know.
friend.
All right, listen, I know.
That's a
Relax.
bold statement.
In the same way where, like, I was telling you guys earlier, we're outside smoking a dart.
Simply for his dialogue.
You should smoke a dart right now.
Here's the reason, right?
Smoke a dart.
I can't.
I need a
In
dart.
here,
Light a dart. Just crack the,
Like
just
he
crack the
looks
window.
over there.
Just crack the window.
I need approval from the boss. Oh, yeah,
you
the
smoke a
vape.
dart, a cigarette.
No.
No.
I was trying to tell him.
Talking about dart, I got interested in the dart, bro.
he wanted one for himself. Selfish. Anyway,
very selfish.
for the same way, all right?
It's like, hey, Francesco, you asked.
When it comes to dialogue, I would
basically.
totally agree with that. Like, you should be
So, like, earlier, I was outside, we were smoking a cigarette. I was saying Leonardo DiCaprio's my favorite actor because the way he, like, chooses his movies, he doesn't have bad films. He's very selective throughout, and he's fucking phenomenal in every role that he plays.
Yep.
I feel the way about Quentin Tarantino and how he makes movies. Guys would make movies for what, 30, 40 years? Not 40, 30 years.
I agree with that.
He's been
Every
making-
movie's perfect.
He
and
has,
there's,
he
you
has
know,
what, 8 movies?
Nine.
Nine. What was his first movie? It was 92?
Reservoir Dogs. 90.
Reservoir Dogs,
Yeah.
first movie.
Reservoir Dogs. He's been doing it for a long 30 years.
Tarantino's very selective about his movies. He says he's going to make 10 and be done.
Which is such a sad thing to hear.
I know. I
It's so
gotta
sad.
get
Well, he
it.
has a TV show coming out.
Yeah, I heard he
I gotta
wrote. He has
blow up quick.
8 full episodes written already.
And he is. Is he writing that too, though? Do you know?
No, it's
He writes
they're
everything.
starting
He's
to
just
make it.
directing it, right?
No,
he
he's
wrote
writing
it, he wrote
He
it.
won't make nothing without writing
Good.
it.
See, yo, but you know
know?
what's funny? Like me and my friend, the kid that when I first moved to LA, we were like making short films together. He's like, "We got to get famous quick. Tarantino's only making 10 films." I'm like, "You're fucking right."
Yeah.
And we only have so much time, right? And then his ninth came out, but now. After that, I'm like, listen, he's not going to stop at 10. He's going to say
That's
he
what
is.
I think.
Tarantino's
Me too.
still young. He's going to make his 10th, and then, like, after a year, be like he's back
not
on his
gonna be able to
next
He's
resist.
one of
He's just
those.
gonna,
There's
you know.
no way.
He loves what he does. He's
And
one of those.
Here's the first
And his
loophole that
knowledge
proves
is
my theory right. He wrote and now is directing a
Each
series.
series
Yeah, he
show.
has it written already.
First sign, he's not ready to be done. He's
He's gonna
dragging
find
along
ways
his
to do
10th
it.
film. He's gonna make 15 films at least, right? I have time. I have more time.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Well,
This
you mean
is
you
a
wanna
time
get-
capsule now.
I need to be in. I would love to be.
Fran,
I need to be
Fran,
in a
Fran.
Tarantino film.
2035. I'm gonna play this clip back to you, and we'll see how many fucking films Tarantino has done by
Yo,
this.
that-
point.
yeah.
We're gonna find
All right.
out. He's gonna
15.
15. Okay, all right.
Yo.
2035.
I just said that earlier. 15.
No. Okay. Look, I'm gonna get my phone. I'm
Wait.
gonna go to the year 2000.
2035. He's young. Who said
All right. What year? What
2035?
year do you want?
I'm not
what
going
year?
to
What year?
timestamp it.
What year? What year
He's
do you
not-
want to? Do you want to?
I'm just saying he's doing at least 15 films.
At least 15 films. Let's. Do you think it's
Yeah.
reasonable? Do you think it's reasonable to think then by like 2035 he would have done 11?
2040. Call it.
Yeah.
Even.
2040.
2035.
Yeah,
to do at
because it
least
takes
11?
a while to
Of
make
course.
it.
Ain't gonna be
movies
alive
are long,
by then.
far
Of course.
apart.
I was gonna say, what if he just dies tomorrow now?
No, I
That
don't
would be
know.
the only
Great.
fucking hit
Okay,
of
here we
it.
go.
So tragic.
Listen. No, here we go.
That's so tragic.
So tragic.
2040. 2040. What day? What is today? Today's December 20.
October 8th.
2040,
Why October
I don't even
8th?
wanna
Just a
know.
random day.
Random
Listen,
day.
I'll go to 2045 because he's going to have to slow his progress down.
Nah,
Because
you're
listen.
bugging. That's a 20
Yo,
years
yo,
from
yo,
now.
you're
20 years
asking
from
for
now.
2
How
more
old
movies.
is Tarantino? He's 50?
Nah,
How old's
he's
Scorsese?
80.
80.
Exactly.
That's November.
He's still
Yeah, but
making.
Scorsese-
Still
No,
making
this is
movies.
bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm going to say 2040, December 26, 2040. I'm going to make a notification on my phone saying, ask Fran how many movies Quentin Tarantino has made right
God,
now.
I bet
Okay,
you
here
it's
we
over.
go.
You're gonna have an
I
iPhone
bet you it's over
25 by
15.
then.
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
say, nah, it's not even gonna pop up on your phone. It's gonna pop up in your brain.
Yeah.
Bing.
It's your little
shit.
fucking.
By that point, I bet you it's over 15. What did I have to say? I had someone say.
Okay, great. All right,
Somebody
great.
else go
It's
before.
in my phone now.
Yeah,
Great.
100%.
Fuck Quentin
Listen.
Tarantino.
Quentin.
Fuck that guy. Why are we talking? We're giving him free
You're
publicity.
a writer, bro. You
Yeah.
should
I don't
No.
care what I
Come on,
am,
you
bro.
should be
We keep
reading.
talking about this guy's got
Come on.
$75 million in the bank,
Just
bro.
to backtrack, right? What's a
He's my grandfather.
Give me a bad Quentin Tarantino
No,
film.
well, Death Proof. I've never watched it, but I imagine it's bad.
You know what's funny? I never watched it either. Which is
Just
good.
Because I imagine it's bad, and I don't want to ruin him for myself.
No, it's
probably
not bad.
It's probably not
It's
bad.
good. Tell us about
Yeah,
it.
it's not a bad movie. He's
Tell me about it.
Kurt
basically
Russell,
like a
he's a
serial
stuntman.
He's a stuntman, but he's basically like a serial killer. He goes to the bars. He lures women in his car.
I love it already.
And his car is death proof. His car is built that he can't die, but anybody who's in the passenger seat will die.
Oh
So
my
he takes
God.
him in
Wait,
that car
stop
on
right there, 'cause I
joyride.
gotta watch it. We
I
haven't
know,
seen it
I
yet.
know. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Takes him on
Put it on.
joyrides and he fucking goes crazy.
Wait, all right. What's your least favorite Tarantino film? Because you're head scratching. You're looking
Kurt Russell's amazing.
distraught.
I'm
What's
I
your
don't
least
think
favorite?
it's wise to say what my least favorite Tarantino movie is.
I'll
'Cause this
say
guy,
mine.
No, because this
Funny
guy goes
enough.
out and just attacks everybody. Like, did you see him on like Bill Maher a couple of weeks ago? He's just like, oh, this is why John Ford and Alfred Hitchcock suck.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's got too many opinions. Oh, let me tell you why 1917 is a piece of shit. Like, I don't need that in my life. And like, I'm
He
no
does
more-
it. He said that. He said that. about
He
He
X-Men.
didn't say it was a
He
piece
thought-
of shit, but he was like, let me tell you why it's wrong. Okay, like, okay. So like Hitchcock,
You gotta love that
okay.
vision, though. You gotta
Every
love that
20
vision.
minutes in a rope, that's the end of a reel. So of course you had to cut. Okay, but okay. So 20 minutes. So I think in 1917 they should have done it by reel. It should be done by reel. Okay, everyth's hidden. Like, fuck, get the fuck
Yeah, he
out
thought
of
there
here.
should be no hidden cuts, and the cuts
Yeah,
should
yo,
really
fucking
be
1917 is great. Get off,
yeah,
get
it's
off
great.
its dick. Like, relax.
You want to talk about the biggest film nerd in history? It's probably him.
Yeah,
Fucking
easily, yeah.
Nerd, but
Easily.
in a good way. In a good way.
His knowledge.
Biggest.
That's gonna get
Oh my
replied in
God.
10 years. I'm gonna be
Oh my
banned
God.
from Beverly
That's
Cinema
fine, that's
now.
fine.
Like,
Wait. You're saying it like it's a bad thing. If Quentin ever had your name in his mouth, you've done something right.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
a fucking
okay.
fact. That's a fact.
Suck dick, Quentin Tarantino. Just saying it now. You can recite me on that, bud. It's okay. I'm allowing you.
Yeah,
Call
quote
me
it.
on it, you know what I'm saying?
Put the clip up on your own YouTube.
Pump that clip. He's gonna be old. Pump the clip. I said it. Guilty as charged.
But right, fucking selective guy.
very selective guy. No, there's no
Picky
getting around
and
Very opinionated.
all
too.
Very
his films.
opinionated.
All of his films are fucking
He loves cops
amazing.
too. Loves
They're
cops.
amazing. His
He
films
does?
are amazing. He's
I
special
think
guy.
Jackie Brown is the most underrated.
I
Brown,
agree with
bro.
that.
Jackie
Me
Brown.
so good.
Yo, I
It's
say
so
that
good.
all the fucking time.
This is the most underrated movie. Yeah,
I think we
the
lost
mic went
you.
out. We lost one.
We lost him.
Am I playing with it too much?
Oh,
No, you're good. You're back.
You're good.
Back.
Yeah, you're back.
Well, I tell you what. Well,
You know
I
what?
actually have a
Twist.
comment.
Am I back? Oh, I'm back.
Are we everybody back? Fran, I have a question for you. Oh, I'm gone.
No, you're not back. No,
He
move
keeps
it a
going
little
in and
bit.
out. He keeps going in and out.
It needs a little twist.
There you go. You're back in.
Unfortunately, I'm back.
I'm not back. I don't think. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Well, we
I
have
got a
fun.
question
Never
for
left,
you.
buddy.
I have a question for you. It's a
Yes.
bit of a callback, but
Yeah.
I saw a comment, and I want to respect the comment.
What comment? Oh,
Somebody asked, because they're an HPC weirdo as well, so they were wondering what house would you be in?
Gryffindor.
Okay, there we go. Thank
Test
you very much.
approved.
Oh, I didn't even know.
You
about
be
it.
Gryffindor.
No idea
Yeah.
what the hell you guys just said.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. That's a good one. I would
Yeah,
want to
it's
be.
not even
I
up
would
for
want to be
debate.
Gryffindor because they win. But I also think I'd be.
No,
I'd be
yo,
like-
Slytherin wins more than anyone. You would know that if you read the books.
Why
Because
didn't
they
read the
go through the
books?
house. They go through the house results every book. They don't. There's certain things they don't cover in the movies. Like every book, there's Quidditch. There's 4 Quidditch matches in every book. Quidditch was always like my favorite part of any fucking Harry Potter movie.
So you read
There's
a book
4
like I
Quidditch
can't wait to
matches
get to
in
page
every
to
book.
126. They're gonna do the Quidditch like that's
No,
how
no,
it
I'd read it from start to finish like a normal person. But then, but then the Quidditch was always so fucking like, bro, you think about like if I could hop on a broom and fucking play
Fly around.
Quidditch.
Yo, I'm not doing
Are
that.
you kidding
I don't have
me?
good balance. I'm
Like-
not going to be on a broom.
No,
Well, they have a whole
I'm
thing
I'm
that
an
they
athlete.
learn.
I'm an all-around athlete. I play pretty
But
much
you did
every
basketball.
sport.
You
I-
did a basketball
I do it
league.
all. I
He
do
was
it all.
like
I play
he was
everything.
like Zac Efron,
I
High
play
School
everything.
Musical. Like you did all that shit, right? You sang, you fucking acted.
I did.
Can't
Played
dance.
sports. Did you dance too?
I could dance a little bit.
Damn, bro.
I
This
did.
kid did it all.
I did theater in my first real.
I was smoking Newports outside of Tottenville, bro. Instead of going to
Sitting
class.
in
Like,
front of the hut
I'm a
smoking
loser,
Newports.
bro.
I wish you would have done sing, bro, because
I
sing
should've
was
did
great.
something.
Me and Chris,
I
we went
love
to the same high school.
school.
Junior and senior year, you know what's funny? Like sophomore year, I was pulling curtains at the show.
Sick. So you were involved.
I was
that
in
school.
backstage and I was pulling curtains and fucking backstage. You got no responsibilities. You have a great fucking time. And I'm just so during the show, I'm pulling curtains, whatever. I'm watching rehearsal, but I'm not watching the rehearsal because we're just fucking around, just having a good time. Nights of the show, that's when I'm really paying attention to the performances for the first time. I'm like, these kids suck. Like, I'm like, this is like, they're like not good. Like one girl was good, and you know, fell in love with her next year when she was my co-star.
Nice. There we go.
So the next year, I'm like, I'm gonna try out for this thing.
Did you
But
try to
beyond
kiss
that,
her?
I was a sneaky little bastard too.
There you
like,
go. Did you kiss her because you liked her?
Nah,
On the
yeah, no.
performance?
I mean, listen. But we won't get into that.
I'll
But
tell you a funny story when you're done.
yeah, I knew who was like. There was one person. The great thing about Sing is it's student run. Students write it, direct it, do everything. There's one person from the faculty of the school who's a teacher who like is the
Overseas it.
yeah. They they oversee it, and there's
Make sure
one
you guys
person
aren't
for everything.
shooting up heroin in the schoolyard.
Pretty much exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew who the guy was that was attached to our grade. So it goes sophomore and freshman, they make one play together, right? Juniors make their own plays, seniors make their own play. 3 plays go up, about an hour each, and then they all go, and there's a panel of judges at the end of everybody's performance. You go up 3 nights, and at the end, they judge on it, and then somebody wins. You know what I mean? So I was pulling curtains, and then I was like, these people are terrible. I decided to try out the next year. I'm by no means a singer, but the audition is literally you on stage singing. But I also,
I dreamed a dream in time.
you know what I sang?
What'd you sing?
What'd you say?
Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
No, you did not pick that.
Fuck
bro.
it.
That's a classic, though.
I did.
There's a small town boy.
Believe in.
Just a small town boy.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
so,
Fran.
did that, right? Got the lead role.
Yo.
But at the same part, I was like, getting nice with the guy who was the guy who's the faculty member.
And then
They
you started
also
shooting up
have a
outside
heavy
the
say
school.
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So got cool with him, showed him my personality. I knew that I needed an extra.
And then he
foot
ran
in the
away.
door.
He
No.
ran away. You showed him the personality. He ran
He
away.
basically like made me be the lead role. Like he was like he's like
You got the chops, kid.
he's like
You're
trust.
going big.
Yeah, he's like trust
gonna be
me.
big.
We got to go with this guy. I was like, he's got a point. So we did that. Senior year, I sang the same song for the audition. Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Did you get it?
Got it. But at that point, it was a shoo-in. So like the funny thing, right? My thing with auditions, I don't like rehearsing too much. Theater is all rehearsing. It's the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was never given like my 100%. Like I was never going all out or whatever. Like, and then for some reason on show night, I just fucking if I was at 30% every rehearsal, 40% every rehearsal, on show night I brought 200%. Like I just fucking came out and I'm singing solos down the aisle, like Mambo number 5 down the aisle
Hey, Mambo,
solo. That's
Mambo.
and that's
Is that
the
the song?
no.
Different song?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the club, like singing that solo down the aisle, dancing with,
Kids like
with
Andre
the chorus.
3000.
Yeah, for some I just came alive when
There
the
was
fucking
no-
like when the cameras are rolling. It's when I bring it. In theater, when it was fucking showtime, like I brought it, and then I was basically handed the role senior year to be the lead again, and then I was the lead again, and it was great. It was awesome.
Good for you, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I wish
so
I did too.
thank you.
I got a Kiss Steal story. Then we got to wrap this up. I was working a movie with Don Johnson. I was telling you guys about it before. Keep it at that. And there was a part not scripted where he was like, "I think I should kiss my wife." In this part of the movie, and everybody's like, "Yeah, it's not in the script, whatever." My man stole the kiss, bro. Fucking suave, smooth operator, bro. Was like just said all the lines. It was like right before the director was like, "Cut." He was like, "That was the fucking. That was it, bro."
man.
He stole the kiss. That's what I was asking you. Did you steal the kiss? Not saying you're creepy or he was creepy, but sometimes you could steal a kiss.
Are you
if
talking
had
about this
to.
with the advisor from the faculty?
Yeah, you're like, listen. You said you got the lead role.
That was
Still kissing?
Mr. Carinante, bald guy, not my type.
Oh my God.
How you doing?
I remember
Caroline?
him.
You remember him? I don't
Mr.
remember him.
Carinante?
I think so, yeah.
Anthony Carinante, good fucking guy. Good dude. Good dude. Love Mr.
Funny
Carinante.
shit. But all right, fucking thanks for everybody coming out. Thanks for drinking
Of
whiskey
course,
with me,
of course.
and
Thank you
this
for
was
having
fun.
us.
Hopefully we get
Yeah.
we get
Thank
to
you
do
for
it
having
again,
me.
Good time.
You know,
Really good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
do it again one day.
Love listening to you
Thanks
guys
for
talk.
having us.
Thank you.
Everything and nothing. I think we had all those.
Everything and
Everything
nothing.
and nothing. Yeah. So yeah, you guys.
Hold on a sec. Moment time. All right, everybody, don't forget any.
Don't forget any questions or comments.
Questions and comments.
Stick them in the chat
Sure,
right now
something.
before we go.
And make sure you subscribe also to Everything and Nothing podcast. They're doing great things.
Like,
over here.
subscribe, share.
We got a question
Yeah.
now, but we're
Let's
signing
do it.
off.
Wait.
No, we got to answer the question.
One of
Let's
my
go.
favorite movies when I was younger was Old Yellow. What is one of your favorite childhood movies?
You know, one time I saw this thing called, I think it was like MILFs Bang Students 3.
Yeah, that's a good one. No, I think my favorite movie growing up was Rush Hour or Blade.
Rush Hour
I like,
3 was
no, I
insane.
think she's doing like a kids
That was
movie or
great.
something. I like the Goonies or something like that. You know?
Um,
Stand By Me,
Jumanji was
that's
probably
like
my
a-
favorite. Jumanji
Why
with Robin
Jumanji?
Williams.
Damn.
Cool.
I mean, I already said Harry Potter, so I'm trying to think of another
But you could
one
say
that
it
was-
again if that was.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely.
Yeah, just say it again.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Harry
what do
Potter.
you
It's
guys-
Harry
what's
Potter
the theme of
1,
this
2,
episode is
3,
Harry
4,
Potter.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, wait, could we
And,
say this about Harry Potter 7 is useless?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I think
It's just
that's
them-
part 2.
it's
I
just-
think that's
no,
part
it's
It's
Part
not.
one.
It's not useless. It's the only
Deathly
time
Hallows
they're
Part
away
1.
from Hogwarts. Think
Yeah,
about
but
that.
they're just hiding in a tent the whole movie.
doing important shit.
What?
Doing important shit the whole time.
What's it called? Yeah, make sure that make sure you guys all check out our film Love and Love Not. Director Anthony Calli, Francesco D'Onofrio is the lead. You'll see him everywhere soon. And I produced it, and we're really excited that it's out there. It's on Amazon, Vudu, and you guys can get it anytime. Chris was in the film as well, acted and was in front and behind the camera.
Fluffer.
Yeah, I was the pro fluffer.
Gotta keep it going between the takes.
Also, we all have a new project in the works, so we'd love to speak. Anybody who's interested, we'd love to speak briefly about it, a little bit about it, and you can. We'll post in like the description or something like our email. You could reach out to us if anybody's interested in becoming, getting involved with the project. We have a new project on the way, and we'd love to speak briefly about it. And here's a message from the guy who hosted us.
The Godfather
So
of the everything.
everybody
Nothing.
knows it's your boy from Brooklyn, Chef Shannon and Brody. No, I don't need that. I know what I sound like. But the idea is that this is my son, this is friends. These guys are very young filmmakers and have made films already. They're going to be doing a lot of things, a lot of big things coming up. So,
Cheers, guys.
we'll get them on the podcast again where it's a little bit better. We had a lot of technical difficulties because I haven't done this in a really long time. But I just want to say thanks to anybody. Well, these guys will be sharing and everything. But we'll try and post some links to everybody's social media so they can find you guys too. They're amazing filmmakers, young. This is the future of what TV and film is going to look like. So I'm very excited about that.
Literally.
And,
Thanks for having us.
yeah, and they're,
Yes,
they're
thank you, sir.
they were well behaved tonight. So I'm very happy about that.
Thank you so much for having us. It was a great time.
Thank you again.
Yes, thank you,
for
Shannon
having us.
Ambrosio. Everything and Nothing podcast.
Everything and nothing.
Amazing facility. Fucking awesome here.
Yeah, it's beautiful
Happy
in
to be here.
This is joint.
Thank you. Please reach out to us, especially if you got money.
First of many.
Yeah.
Definitely reach
Hook
out
it
if you have
up.
money.
Give us all your fucking money.
Because we love movies.
You love movies.
Because we love making movies. Let's go smoke a bone.
Nice. That was really good.